What's up, tribe? How are you guys doing? I'm gonna set up my live stream or my computer so I can see you guys. How's everybody doing tonight? All right, I think I got it set up. Actually, got it set up on time, and I'm not having technical difficulties. That's a plus. Did y'all bring your Pop Tarts and beverages? What kind of Pop Tarts and beverages did you bring? Hey Liz, how you doing? Hey, your message was good. Sorry, I wasn't trying to make you laugh, but your live stream yesterday was extremely funny. Hey Stella, how you doing? And if you guys haven't visited Liz's channel, Guided by Angels, and y'all should, and also Divine Light and Love Oracle, Stella, she does some awesome readings if you guys need any kind of inspiration. Gnome King. Hey man, didn't that gnome look like, he looked kind of freaky, man. It's like he had a sandwich in one hand and I don't know, he's an angry little elf. Hey Nanette, hey Britt, hey Megan, Radhika, hey Dale. How's everybody doing? I got a good message tonight. I'm gonna wait a few minutes before I go through with it, so that way I can allow other people to come into the room. But we can chat until then. But anyway, if you guys haven't checked out Liz's live event last night, and you want a good laugh, you should definitely go watch that. Boy, I was laughing all the way into today. Britt, you're tired. I got some coffee. Here, I'll take a sip for you. 2 a.m. here. Well, you're a trooper. Hey, Yara. Hey, Madonna. Hey, Molly. And Kanda. Anna. Y'all got any good drinks with you tonight? What y'all bring to drink? I am dressed up tonight. The net. It's a special occasion. It's date night. I haven't had date night. This is in a couple weeks. So, anyway, tonight's a special night, and I got a special message for you. Diet Coke, Pinot. Man, you better pass me some of that Pinot, Dale. Tea. My day's going good, Yara. How's your day going? Diet Dr. Pepper. Man, nobody brought beer? Yeah, if you once we get done with my message and then we roll into the Q&A, put a king symbol before the question so it's easier for me to find it, like Divine Light and Love Oracle is stating. Blue butterfly. Who's a blue butterfly? Hey, Spiritual Rebel. Hi, Diane. How's everybody doing? How's everybody's week? Okay, we're just going to give it a few more minutes and then we're going to go ahead and go into the message. Yep, super chat. If anybody does a super chat, make sure y'all put Tridents in the chat. Liz likes hearts. Too bad they don't got like a sock boy emoji, Liz. Brandy's. Who's got Brandy? Spiritual Rebels got Brandy? Huh. Sock jockey. I'm gonna get me one of those gnome emojis with the sandwiches in their hand. What would the poor schmuck emoji look like? Candy, you got martini? Elenita, I think that's how you say your name. Hopefully I didn't butcher it. Hey, Chrissy. Hey, Christine. Hey, April. How's everybody doing? Are y'all ready for a good message? The message that I'm doing today is not entirely about twin flames. This is my message tonight is going to be about leveling up. What y'all think about that? Yeah, everybody's amazing. Everybody is amazing. Who's ready to level up? I know y'all are ready to level up. I can feel it. Hey, Adam. I tell you what, it's time. It's time to level up. Darkness is attacking, and you know what we do? We just shine our light even brighter and level up. King Sock. What about King Schmuck? Hey, Victoria. Hey, Christy. Hey, Wild Twins. Word to your mother, Wild Twins. Poor schmuck. That dude was a poor schmuck, though. You have to admit, that dude was a poor schmuck. Freaking perv, too. Hey, Christine. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, I'm talking about Liz's live event last night. She had her classic sex cards out, and man, some of the dudes on there look pathetic. Yeah, the horse. Oh man, the poor horse, man. He was just like, you know, I needed a bath, but not this kind of bath. Yeah, you're building an empire, April. That's what I'm talking about. Screw kingdoms. Time for an empire, huh? Kingdoms are good, but empires are even better, right? Yeah, leveling up. Yeah, Blue Butterfly, if you want to laugh, you might not be able to go to sleep if you watch it tonight because you'll be laughing too hard. Yeah, I'm ready for the new moon too, Yar. Yeah, set your intentions, Yar. You set your intentions every single day when you get up. No matter if you've had a bad day when you went to bed, you have a good day when you get up. You make your day. You say your affirmations and you mean them. It's Megan the Manifester. If you guys don't know, Megan, her nickname is Megan the Manifester. That name's sticking with you. Are we almost there? I'm going to give it one more minute and then we're going to jump right into the message. Poop manifester? What the? Y'all got your drinks ready? I got my drink ready. I got coffee here, and I'm ready to throw down with the message. You ready? So is this gnat that's flying around. Get out of here. Get your Pop-Tarts. Tiki masala. That sounds good. Did you make me any? I didn't get an invite. Hey, Star. Star's ready. Nat Gnome, yeah, boy. I'm gonna swat that Nat Gnome. People's got drinks. People's got drinks and they're not sharing. Better be sharing the love. Shawnee's got wine. Dale's got wine. Diane's got hearts. Hey, JML. Yeah, I'm glad my accent makes you laugh. Most people can't even understand me. I always tell people that I speak a different language other than English, because even English people can't even understand me half the time. Especially whenever I start getting riled up. Some cider, All right, y'all. I'm gonna jump into the message. It's 11:10, so 11:11 now. So that's a good time. It's a good time to start this message. So, this week has been a very interesting week for me. And that's all I'm going to say about that. The thing is that it just occurred to me that the stronger that we get, the more the darkness is going to go and try to attack us or derail us off our path. And as I was sitting here earlier today, it occurred to me that it's time to level up. And I have a few reasons for that. And I'm going to go into them. Hey, Butterfly New Beginnings. So I'm going to go into it right now. So right now, we are experiencing a solar storm with 3 planets in retrograde. The energy is going to be off the charts. I'm talking about, the roof is going to be on fire. Y'all know that song? Well, that's the way it's going to be. It is imperative that we work extra hard to protect ourselves. Nurture yourself. Whether it's going to a chiropractor, getting massages, going to the gym. Actually, you going to the gym is a must. And I mean, you don't have to actually go to the gym. If it's going walking in a park or whatever activity it is that serves you, you need to do that. Because that eliminates stress. It helps you bring mental clarity to you. And if you're going and walking in a park, then it's helping with grounding too. And it's bringing you clarity. Take salt baths. Taking time in nature to ground yourself, as I mentioned a minute ago, because you do gain a lot of clarity from that. Meditate, and of course, most importantly, pray. Light workers are always under attack, and the stronger that you get, the more frequent the attacks with even stronger dark entities. What you need to keep in mind is that you're on a winning team with an all-star caliber team on your bench. You basically have the starting 5 of the Golden State Warriors on your bench, except for they're more powerful than the Golden State Warriors. All you have to do is stop, pray, and ask for assistance. That's all you have to do. The archangels and your angel team will rush in immediately, faster than you can even blink your eye. You must do your part and put forth the effort and release your light to destroy whatever you face. No matter what is thrown at you, it doesn't matter. Take a deep breath. Maybe 3, maybe 4, or 5. If it needs to be more, then make it more. Stand fast and pray. Maintain your composure, because as kings, queens, emperors, and empresses, we maintain composure. We do not get rattled. Whenever we face adversity, whenever darkness comes in and wants to attack us, it doesn't matter. We just smile and be like, Is that all you got? That's all you got. You mad, bro? You better be ready, because you're about to get smacked down. Maintain your king or queen energy. Look whatever it is in the eyes and move steadily and swiftly towards it. And strike darkness with an accurate precision that leaves no doubt of your power and who you are. When attacked and forced to defend our kingdom or empire, we do it with love and compassion. Often our kindness is mistaken as a weakness. When this happens, we pray to the divine. We raise our vibrations and light even higher. It's like powering up. It's like an electric charge. Thunder and lightning is at our disposal. It's like a tropical depression that moves into the warmer waters of the Gulf Stream and becomes a deadly Cat 5. You know, a tropical depression really is very quiet and not going to really do much damage, but you know, as it goes into the warmer water feeds that tropical depression and turns it into a mighty hurricane. Well, that's the same thing with you. Turn you into a Cat 5. Take a lesson from nature. And we use all this energy and we blow darkness and every entity that is maliciously attacking us away. And cause it to beg for mercy before God. Kindness is not weak. What is weak is all entities that attempt to attack the kind people of Mother Gaia. Lightworkers, we protect humanity. We are the example of a love that is scrutinized. We don't pay attention to scrutiny. We shine our light and be the example. That's maintaining your power. That's protecting humanity through unconditional love and the power of God. What I'm supposed to ensure you understand is that you are a light worker, child of God, and possibly a twin, maybe even more that I didn't list. But you are also a powerful warrior. As much as it's important to provide love and compassion, it's just as important to protect. Protect. Protect yourself. Most and foremost, because if you don't protect yourself, you're useless to everything else. Protect your family and protect humanity. Because it's not if you're ever attacked, it's when. You will be attacked. And sometimes you're being attacked and you don't even know you're being attacked. It will happen. But you don't need to worry. There's no need to worry. You're a king, queen, emperor, empresses. They do not worry. They're powerful. The more you step into your power and your light becomes brighter, it threatens the dark. Just being you is a threat. I have been tested and in some sort of war ever since 2014. Some of the events that I've been through is divorce. Both my parents passing away within 5 days apart. And I had to finish my MBA at the same time. My dogs passed away. I've had other events in between that and still being attacked today. But what I want to say is continue to pray. Continue to listen to your intuition. Continue to work on yourself. Continue believing. Continue trusting in the divine. Continue stepping into your power. Continue shining your light. And continue moving down your warpath with a purpose. And I'll tell you what, And I mean with a purpose. No matter what test comes your way, some of these tests could be, twin separation or acting like a joker. Who cares? It could be a test on your character, a test on your beliefs, a test on your purpose, a test on your feelings, your dignity, your kindness, your love, and basically everything that you stand for. Because darkness knows no limits, and darkness wants to destroy the light. But I got news for darkness. You ain't gonna win. The light always wins. Game over. One of the main quotes that come out of Rocky is he made a quote that says, "It's not how hard you can punch, but it's how hard of a punch you can take and get back up." It's time to get back up. And then it's time to knock the hell out of whatever's freaking hitting you. Yeah, I just cursed. I know I don't do that very often. None of that matters. The divine and angels have your back. Remember, you'll never be given anything that you can't handle. You have all the answers to every test. So focus, light workers. Step into your power, light workers. Shine your light, light workers. And destroy every ounce of darkness that decides to test you. Because up is your only option. The only way you can go is up. It's time to rise up. Rise up, light workers. Rise up, heaven's warriors. That's right, you're heaven's warriors. Love, protect, and be the light that this world needs. Because you are the hope that was sent from heaven to maintain the balance of good versus evil. So next time you are tested, remember this message. Remember who you are. And remember, the divine and your angels are with you. And shine your light at a level that is unbearable to every dark entity. And level up. And remember, just maintain the three most important things in life: peace, love, and happiness. That's the end of my message. We'll go ahead and roll into Q&A. Make sure you put a king sign before your message. So anyway, I hope that message served you guys, because you guys are amazing. Even every single person in here is amazing. You're welcome, Victoria. Thanks, Star. Thank you, Megan, the manifester. You're welcome, darling DJ. Thanks, Stella. Hey, Laurie. Thanks, Liz, for your support and staying up, man. You're a trooper. Thanks, Victoria. What'd you say? Shiny. So, Shiny, your twin. So basically, once you get into, we're gonna go through. So I've explained this before, but I'm gonna explain it again. So basically, the way the transformation works is you're a caterpillar. Both of you are caterpillars. You meet up. You know who your twin is. Then you go into the cocoon state, and that's your transformation process. And once you get to 80 or 90% of your transformation, that means you've worked on your personal healing. You worked on deliberate development. You worked on personal improvement. And most importantly, you learn the importance of the divine. And once you've gotten there, then you come out of the cocoon as a beautiful butterfly with maybe 10%, self-improvement and healing that's left. And then, the love that you have for one another, that will help, that will get you to that 100%. You will heal each other. I don't think I missed anybody. All right. How's everybody doing? I don't see any more questions. So, here's one. What's that one say? Jordan says, what is your take on addiction? I'm frustrated over quitting smoking cigarettes. I have even gone vegetarian and drinking more water. Well, that's good. Well, addiction is one of the things that goes along with, your personal healing. And, that's probably depending on what the addiction is, it's probably very difficult to kick. So, that's just something you really have to work on. And, I don't really know what you want me to say about it, but other than, that's something that you have to work on, and that's something that needs to be resolved. I'm proud of you for going vegetarian. I mean, I'm not vegetarian, but I definitely watch what meats I eat and how much I eat. And drinking water is always good. Hey, Water, how you doing? Hey, 64. I'm going to read your comment if you don't mind. I triggered my DF. I spoke my truth to her as we normally do. We both trigger each other. I feel her purging. I reached out to her, but she only read my message. Is it wrong if I stay focused? No, actually, staying focused on you is what you should be doing, because the only thing in your span of control is yourself. You can't do her healing for her or your DF. I'm gonna say her, but I don't mean like I'm really talking about energy, but it's easier for me to say that. So, she or your DF, she has to be able to work on her healing and her development and self-improvement. You can't do it for her. But since twins mirror each other, by working on yourself, you actually help. She can feel the work that you're doing, the love that you're exerting out, because twins feel energy. So no, it's not wrong for you to focus on you, and that's actually what you should be doing. So I actually applaud you on that. Let's see here. Nanette, do you use crystals or other mystical methods to fend off psychic attacks? Yeah, so I mean, I do love to burn sage or Paleo Santo. I also have I do have crystals, like I have clear quartz right here. I have rose quartz right here. Smoky quartz right here. This is really good with absorbing negative energies. And then I have my amethyst, which I love, and it's my favorite. It's this right here is helps with Archangel Zachiel and the Violent Angels, which Archangel Zachiel has is very strong angel. Matter of fact, Archangel Zachiel can transmute dark energies into the white light of God. And then I have, of course, my bracelets that I wear that absorb negative energy. Shani, hey, what has been the best part of your journey for you? Best part of my journey is what I'm doing now, my purpose. The best part of my journey has been seeing the development in myself and watching how I'm transforming and how I'm able to help and assist other people. That's that has been the most exciting part of my journey. Most people concentrate on the love story. Sorry, but not sorry. I mean, that's all good and stuff, yeah. But what's really cool is whenever you're able to serve others and you're able to see the impact that you're making on humanity. Ha, Dale needs more wine. Hey, bring me one too, Dale. I'll be your best friend. um, let's see here. Yeti asked, so Yeti, make sure you put a king symbol so I catch your question. Because if I miss it, it's probably going to be because I didn't see this king symbol. But you say, it is possible that the DM don't change. Well, I mean, it could take them a really long time. And, you know, I will say this, that all twins are not meant to come into union. So, you know, DMs they learn at a slower pace. And most of the time, what I refer to as being bricks. Because, you know, the brick has to crack in order for them to, you know, basically an emergency needs to happen for them to take action, if you get my drift. I like rose quartz. Yeah, hematite's good too, darling DJ. You're right about that. Hey, Divinely Surrounded Gonzalez, I didn't see you earlier and I just seen you, so hey, how you doing? Hey, Darren. Yeah, King no, man. Or the malicious sockhead. poor schmuck. That poor boy needs to learn his lesson, man. He got Queen sitting over there and he's sitting there peeking around a corner. Hopeless romantic, huh, Christy? Well, you know what? Get you a glass of wine and just sit tight and have fun tonight. Let's see, Shiny, you say what? Since a long time, I've noticed that I have become like my twin. I have become like him from the inside. His talents, his brain, his mood. I feel like his parents are mine. What is happening, Mac? Sounds like that sounds like you're like married or something. I mean, that's like the married dynamic, right? Like when you marry somebody, you marry their parents. I mean, basically you're a twin, you mirror each other, so 64 says, I feel both energies. I'm a DM. I'm still learning as I go. As a DM, I say, give us time to open up. We will speak our truth when it's time. I agree. I mean, you know, I always say, feel it to heal it. And if you're not ready, then, you know, then you just do it whenever you're ready. Yeah, Victoria, I can't stop giggling either. Liz wants to know if you use cards. No, I don't use cards. I use music. And then I generate my messages from music. Radhika, you say, what's the difference between twin flames and divine masculine feminine? So together you're twin flames. So you're either in the divine masculine energy or divine feminine energy. But both of you together are twin flames because you mirror each other. And that's what makes you like, basically if you see, like think of the, you think of like two flames that just are just alike. And that's why they're called twin flames. But you know, your one's going to be in the divine masculine energy and one's going to be in the divine feminine energy. Matt's going to do a sex stream. Now I'm leave that up to the experts, and it seems like you're the expert, Liz. You and Schmuck Boy. Let's see here. April, I was talking about Liz's last lab event. Not the one she did today, but the one she did yesterday. That's the one we're talking about. You need to watch that. It's hilarious. No, Liz, I've never used cars. Does not interest me. Never will. Although I might look into developing my own cars, but I mean that's probably as far as I'll go with cars. My abilities lie within my nifty Crayola marker and my nice white computer paper with all my notes that I get from the music. Let's see here. Let's see here. Man, Liz, how you see me using sex cards? I think that you're having some bad dreams. Cars. Yeah, sometimes I do that. Whenever I say cars, it sounds like cars. Dan asked, what kind of music do I get my messages from? So, I like all music, well, most music. I mean, I don't like gangster rap or any of that crap, but the music that I tend to get messages from is I like the Temptations station on my Pandora, and I like my oh my God, mine just went blank. But I like the Temptations station, and then I like, oh yeah, the Phil Collins station. So basically things that play like 80s and early 90s music. I like those stations, and I typically that's what I get my messages from. No, Victoria, I will not use tarot tarts. Yeah, I might actually use those, but I will just eat them. I won't actually use them for readings. The only readings is going to be getting to my belly. What's the Urban Dictionary? What y'all talking about? What's it say? It's 6 a.m. I just wanted to see Matt's other side to feel the King Avatar. F my DM. Thank you for love to everyone here. Gratitude. Thanks for visiting. Matt's formative years, 80s and early 90s. Well, you know, maybe the 80 and 90 is just a symbol for the amount of transformation that you have to do before you get into union. You ever thought about that? Why are you slacking not getting your brown sugar Pop-Tarts? What the heck? Did you even bring me my Patron 1942 that you keep promising? It's all right, Drea. I know it's like 2 a.m. there. JM, Tarot of Sexual Magic. Oh my God, y'all are funny. Let's see, what else we got here? Yes, shame, shame, Wada. Shame, shame. Oh, I missed the question. Sorry, sometimes that happens. It ain't on purpose. Trust me. Oh, okay, I found it. What is your take on sending the DM love and visiting them on the 5D while they are with karmists? Oh, that's absolutely okay. Um, the 5D is fine. Actually, that's preferred communication, especially when you're in separation. Uh, and you can send them love and light through the 5D, and you can actually ask the archangels to assist them too. No, it doesn't lead for more confusion and running because, visiting them on on the 5D is visiting their higher self, and their higher self knows what's best for them. Their lower selves, or the 3D, doesn't. So no, it's actually a preferred method to work on telepathy and visit and communicate through the 5D. See if I missed any more questions. I think I got everything. Yeah, I got it. I got that question. I just did it. I just answered the question that Yara asked. It's all right, everybody. Just settle down, chill out, get you a nice drink. I will get to the questions. I promise you. Even if I have to scroll back. Victoria asks, I still struggle to communicate with my DM on the 5D. How do I do that? Well, I will tell you this. Praying and meditating does wonders, and especially meditating. Meditating is the reason why that's so important is because it strengthens your senses and allows you to get to the ability to be able to use your telepathic ability, and also it helps you with communicating to your angel team and the angels. So, working on your meditation is imperative. It's like going to the gym in the physical, and how you strengthen your body and your mind. Well, meditating helps with, helping strengthening your mind on a 5D level, and giving you the ability to be able to communicate in the 5D. It makes it a lot easier. Let's see if I missed somebody. Shawnee said, hold on a minute. Where's Shawnee's question? I don't see the question. Did you put a king symbol on there? All right, I'm gonna go to the next one. Darling DJ says, are they a DM twin flame if you don't feel them on the 5D? Well, I mean, I'll be honest, only you know that. And nobody can tell you whether or not they're your twin or not. That's something that you have to get from your intuition. I will say that sometimes, it's difficult to communicate on the 5D. And sometimes, not only that, some people might get more communication through their dreams than they do, through the 5D and meditating. But, I hear that some people have trouble with that. And one of the things that, assists and helps you kind of build up your senses is meditating and praying. Praying is important too, just as important, actually more important probably, because your angel team is really trying to help you, but you also need to help yourself. So I mean, just because you don't feel them on the 5D doesn't mean they're not your twin, but you can only answer that. Nanette, I'm trying to find that question about what Shawnee says, but I don't see. Hold on a minute. Might have it. Okay, I think this is it right here. I think this is your question. So give us an example of tests of faith you faced. Well, this journey is a test of faith. I mean, to be honest, I mean, how much faith does it take to keep going on this journey? Every day, whenever you don't see things in the physical, you know, how hard is it for you to keep your faith? It's pretty difficult, right? That's one of the biggest examples of maintaining your faith. For me, I just maintain trust and faith in the divine. And whenever I'm tested, I pray about it. And then I continue to go down my war path because I know that I'm here for other reasons other than to meet my twin, which honestly doesn't matter as much as me performing my mission and helping you guys and helping. Actually, I want to help people on a bigger level. And I know that I have bigger things coming for me because I am in the middle of moving from being a king to an emperor. And I don't say that in an egotistical way. I say that in a way that helps me. It helps me help perform my mission more on a bigger scale to more people, and it helps assist the divine with in the highest good of helping humanity. I think that was the question that everybody's telling me that I missed. That was an @ symbol anyway. That wasn't a king symbol, so that's probably why I missed it. If I missed your question, just say it again, but make sure there's a king symbol there. Blue Butterfly, you said your week was interesting. Can you talk about that? No, I would just say that, I'm always being tested, just like everybody else. I'm not any different than you guys. I'm a normal human being, just like you. But sometimes you run into things that just make you want to shake your head. And for me, I just laugh about it. And I know that the test that I always get is only going to make me stronger in the end. And I just maintain my trust and faith in God and just keep on going. Let's see here. Wow, you guys got a bunch of questions. I'll make sure I'm not. All right. And Molly says, what kind of meditation practice do you recommend? Well, I mean, meditation is one of those things where you can just, you can experiment. I have several different meditation musics that is my go-to. Matter of fact, if you go to my my playlist on my channel, there's a playlist that says this is what I use or this is what I use daily or something like that. And if you go in there, there's a lot of the different meditations that I use. The one that I would recommend that I love the best is the one by Dr. Wayne Dyer. It's I Am That I Am. And it's just tones, but it's one of the most powerful meditations in the world. And I use that. I won't say I use it every day, but I will say that whenever I meditate, because most time when I do meditate, it's twice a day, and so I use it at least once during that period. Yara says, okay, so communication is open, but I'm holding back because he's in a new relationship, but it's considered chasing when I do message him on 3D I really am trying to show respect. Yeah. So yeah, you should respect the relationship that they're in. You know, I'm not going to say that you should or should not communicate. I will say that you need to set boundaries, and if you're going to communicate, you know, do it with respect and love, because you know you would want the same thing if you were in a relationship with them and somebody was, uh, you know, you don't want people to interfere with your relationship. So that's what you always got to keep in mind. Good night, Liz. Victoria says, can I communicate with the DM telepathically if he is not awake yet? Yeah, because he don't have to be awake on a 3D, it's 5D. You're communicating with his higher self. So the answer is yes. Shani says, how to heal sexual past life relationships and this life relationships. Yeah, that can be, you know, that's some trauma that we have, that, you know, that some twins have to deal with. You know, one of the things is, you know, I would have to say it would depend on your personal situation, but one of the things that I would do is, first of all, if you're, I don't know if you're, how much prayer you do, but Archangel Raphael, if you ask the divine for the assistance of Archangel Raphael, he's a master healer, and there's nothing too small or too big that he cannot do. And you ask the divine for Archangel Raphael to come help heal your past life sexual experiences that is very tough, and especially your heart chakra. So you know he can heal all your chakras, and your lower sacral, I believe, is the one that harnesses all that energy. So you want to ask him, and even if you don't know them all, you can just ask. Hey, thanks, Megan. Thank you for the donation. I really appreciate it. Put some tridents in the chat, y'all. But you can ask him for assistance, and he'll be right in and he'll help you. Now on a 3D level, you know, I always say you're gonna have to feel it to heal it. So you know, you have to be able to step into that energy. Once you're ready, you know, you step into that energy, and you need to feel the energy, and then you need to pray to ask for the divine and Archangel Raphael to help release that energy, and fill your heart with love and compassion. Let's see here. I think I'm behind. See, 64 is playing video games a form of meditation. I'm not good with meditating. I just smoke weed and listen to music while woodworking. That is my only meditation. No, that would not be meditation, because you know what you need to do is you need to get to a very solitude state where basically, you know, the only way I can explain it is where you kind of feel like you're having an out of body experience. Like for me, like there's been times, and it's very difficult, but you have to, it takes a lot of practice, but you calm your mind, you basically release control, and your mind's not controlling the meditation. You're just freely like flowing in your head, and then you know you're able to sometimes you're able to see your twin. You're able to see images of your twin. You're able to, you know, somewhat see your angel team. Usually mine show up as orbs of light, and then you know you're kind of in a your conscious mind's at rest, and you're able to able to get answers a lot clearer from the like 5D level, 5D level. So no, games are not, and you know, anything that you're conscious of is not a form of meditation. Thanks, Wada. Shani says, was there a lesson learned for you as you were going through your divorce, or what have you learned through the experience with your ex-wife? Well, you know, I learned a lot of lessons, to be honest. One of the main lessons that I learned was um, about love and about what love wasn't. And I learned that, you know, how valuable love was, or how valuable love is, and how lucky you are to find somebody that loves you in a way that basically it's almost like it's out of this world. And and don't take those things for granted. And you know, I think whenever it builds a new appreciation for love and that type of relationship, because and that's one of the reasons why, you know, when your twin gets into a karmic, let them go, man, because it's teaching them a lesson. You know, it's allowing them to gain insight on how lucky they are to have the relationship that they do with, or the connection that they do with you. And until they experience that, they ain't gonna have the respect for that connection. You know I didn't have the respect for that connection until I went through that type of experience, and it was a very toxic and it's a connection that, you know, I should have ended long before I did. And I'm grateful for that experience because it actually made me the person I am, and it helped me gain strength, and it helped me get back to the point of respecting the divine and wanting to work for the divine, because that's what I was supposed to do anyway. So there's lots of experiences that I learned through that. And, you know, the one thing that I will say is that, you know, don't blame yourself. Be easy on yourself. Love yourself. And just know that endings create new beginnings that are even better than what you experienced before. And sometimes the endings are not that bad because the relationship or connection was gone way before you even got out. So, good night, Christine. Dale says, Matt, what's your life path number? So my life path number is 11, which equals 2. So that's my life path number. Let's see. You're welcome, Christine. Thanks, darling. Yara says, sometimes we are told to not leave the path and be with soulmates. Then sometimes we are told it's okay. So this is what I'll say about that. Nobody can tell you what you should do. The only facts of what you should do comes from your intuition and prayer. That's the only 2 ways that you can get the honest answer on what you're supposed to do. People can tell you all day long, but they don't know what is actually right for you. Only the divine knows what's right for you. So, you know, trust your intuition, because your intuition is the facts. So, I mean, what I will say is what's most important here on the 3D is your welfare and happiness. So you need to always keep that in mind. You need to do what's gonna, you know, benefit your welfare and your happiness. Let's see here. Back here. Stop jumping ahead. What the? Man, am I that far away? Oh man. Man, hold on, guys. You know what? Man, I'm far. Wada says, I wish my dean was more like me. Thanks, Wada. That's a true compliment, and I'm humbled. All right. I really appreciate the compliment. Yara says, I asked about the whole soulmate issue, as some divine feminines are leaving the twins to be with soulmates, and some are saying that's a test. No, I mean, you need to do what is best for you. So if your intuition is telling you that, you know, it's time for you to, you know, a soulmate presents themselves into your life, and you know your intuition is saying, you know, go with it, then go with it. I mean, because we need to come from an abundant mindset. So meaning if your twin's not ready, and you know what, it might be, you know, your twin might not ever be ready. I mean, you might not meant to come into union in the 3D. So, I mean, you know, you need to take advantage of what presents itself, because, you know, part of love is being able to accept and give love. And so whenever somebody gives you something, you need to be able to accept that. So if the, you know, if the divine and the universe is bringing a soulmate into your life, well, you know what? Go with it. I mean, you know, you never know what's going to happen, and you should always listen to your intuition. Good night, darling DJ. Hey, Julie. Dapper. That's funny. Radhika says, how do you improve your intuitive psychic abilities, Matt? I'll be honest, this is a simple answer, I know, and it's redundant, but meditating and praying, because meditating, like I said, helps me communicate better with the angels, helps me communicate in the 5D, and praying always helps, because, you know, the more I pray, the more I come aligned with the divine, the more angels are around me, and the easier it is for me, once I do those two, to be able to receive messages. And it's a lot easier for me to receive messages. Let's see here. I agree, JML. You have to laugh times of journey. You know, guys, you know, laughing is medicine for the soul. So it's always better to laugh. Sometimes, you know, even the worst circumstances are kind of hilarious. You know, you got to admit. Let's see here. Avila, yeah, I agree with that. So Avila says, a lot of twin flame guidances and life coaches say to completely reach a level of detachment for your DM. Yeah, I mean, yo, you need to get to a point where, like I always say, you need to get to a point where you're good if they're with you, but you're just as good if they're not with you. And then all your focus and energy needs to be on yourself and becoming the best version of yourself. Once you're living your best life and you're not worried about what your twin is doing, and you're worried, you know, you're worried about yourself, you stepped into your power and you're living your life purpose and your mission, you know, that's whenever things start falling into place. Because it's really not about your twin, it's about you. And you know what? You reflect what you know, what your twin, you know, you reflect what your twin sees, and your twin reflects the same as you. So so you need to do your part just as much as they need to do their part. But who cares what they're doing, because the only thing that's in your span of control is you. Let's see here. Jordan says, is there a way to find out who you were in the past life? Yeah, there's some people that have that ability to be able to read. I think it's Akashic records. I don't have that ability, but I know that there is people that has the ability to do that. Shiny says, I'm an example for all of us, and the videos help me a lot. I appreciate that, Shiny. That's what I do these videos for, is to provide assistance. You know, that's the only reason I do it. Star says, when you begin following your soul calling fully and realize part of your mission was to support others on the twin flame journey, how did you find the courage to make the step publicly? Well, that's a good question, Star, because it definitely, well, I was definitely nervous about doing it. I was really nervous about doing it. And what you see today is not how I started out. And, you know, maybe the good thing for you to do is to go back and watch my first videos, and you'll see how I first started out. And yeah, it's totally different than where I am today. And so really what it came down to is that I got guidance that I was supposed to step into mission by helping others and helping heal others. And one of the ways that I was able to heal was through distance healing, which was YouTube. And so one of my spiritual advisors that I go to, actually I have only one, but anyway, they said that, you know, they're like, yeah, you need to start back your YouTube channel, and you know, you need to resurrect that, and it's going to be a big hit. And you know, and I was like sitting there thinking, I'm like, big hit, man, I only got like 5 subs, man. I'm like, oh, what are you saying? I'm gonna get 20 subs, I'm gonna be a big hit? And you know, I just kind of laughed. But you know, I laughed then, but now I'm like, wow, I was actually right. That was actually on the spot. So, you know, I started doing some videos, and I would get like a few followers, and then finally, you know, I was at like 20 followers, and then I was like, then I went to like 40, and then, you know, I did one video, and it just like took off like wildfire. I mean, I went from barely getting 100 views on my videos to having like 30,000 views on one of my videos. And I was just like, wow. I'm like, I don't even know why I'm getting this many views, because honestly, I didn't tell anybody anything they didn't already know. But anyway, so that's how I went about it. And you know, you know what they say, practice makes perfect. Well, that's actually true. The more I did, the better I got at it. And I'm still learning, and I'm still developing, and that'll never stop. I mean, you know, the messages that you see now are going to get even better the further I keep going. And you guys are helping me just as much as I'm helping you. Let's see here. I'm going to try to get to the rest of the question. Good night, Darren. If you've not left, I really appreciate you coming. I'm sure you've already left, but good night anyway. Thanks, Eva. I really appreciate that. You know, I really appreciate you supporting my channel and being one of my awesome tribe members. You know, you're a lovely soul, and I really appreciate your support. So Trident's in the chat, y'all. Give Eva some Tridents. Darren, you're supposed to be gone already. Why'd you say you're leaving? Put some Tridents in the chat, people. Let's see here. And that says, my love for my DM was pretty darn special, and part of the pain of separation is knowing he walked away from it. Yeah, I mean, that's one of the most difficult things that you'll face is a separation, because really what it feels like is that it's like in between your heart being ripped out and stabbed at the same time. It's like it's being delicately sliced right in front of your face. And I know that's kind of gory and stuff, but that's really what it feels like. Yeah, I know, Dale, that's a master number. I'm a special diamond. I'm just joking. Oh. But you know what they say about jokes? There's some truth to every joke. Blue butterfly. So I'm not sure if people put that in there, but your life path number is the addition of your birthday. So if you add up your month, day, and then year, then that will give you your life path number. If somebody wants to put that in the chat, basically you want to. So if you say your birthday is 12/12/2012, then you would add 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 2, and then that would give you a number, and then you're going to add up. It's going to be a double digit number. Then you're going to add those two numbers up, and then that's going to give you probably a reduced number. Once you get down to a single digit number, that's your life path number. George says, is there a way to find out who you were in your past? I think I already answered that one. I'll make sure I didn't miss anybody. Man, this thing's, I wish I could just have a place where questions just went into like a queue. That'd be a lot easier than trying to like look in this chat, because it likes to jump around everywhere. All right, I don't know. I think I scrolled up enough. If I missed your question, just add it again. I'll get to it, I promise. Shani says, how do you meditate and pray to find the process? Well, it ain't nothing special. It's very simple, actually. So usually what I do, your life path number is 8, Ava, that's cool. I don't know what they actually mean, but I know that it's probably something pretty cool. But both of those processes are simple processes. There's nothing grandiose about it. So the main thing with meditation is that you want to come extremely relaxed, and you want to release your conscious mind, and that's why you want to put on some soft music. Like the I Am That I Am that is in my playlist, and you just want to if you need to put on some like some essential oils, put on some candles, and turn the lights out, shut the light out, and then get comfortable. I like to meditate and pray laying on my bed, and then I usually get my bracelets on. I put my bracelets on, and then usually what I do is I pray before I meditate, and it's nothing grandiose. It's just I just go to God and I just say, God, I really appreciate, and I always go in whenever I pray. I always tell Him my appreciations first, because you know what, if I didn't give appreciations, then I might not even be here to be able to pray. So, I mean, I'm appreciative for being alive just to be able to pray and give appreciations. And I give appreciations for everything. I mean, because we take so much stuff for granted, but literally just having running water in your house is things that people take for granted. So I always give my appreciations first, and then I always ask for whatever it is that I need, whether it's strength or whether it's guidance or whatever, and then I always in my prayer. With the thanks and appreciation for giving me the opportunity to be able to deliver messages to the collective. But basically, it's really up to you. And you can just talk to them normal. You don't have to talk to them like any grandiose way or anything. They actually prefer whenever you're just being yourself and just being really humble and compassionate and loving and appreciative. And then when you meditate, you just want to get relaxed, and you want to, clear your mind. You want to release everything, and you just want to allow your mind to wander. And I just lay on my back, and I just I either put my hands across my chest like this, or either I put them down on my side. But it's whatever's comfortable for you. It's whatever you feel comfortable with. And like I said, there's nothing grandiose about it, So hopefully that answered your question. Let's see here. All right, I'm trying to make sure I got I think I got everybody's questions. If I miss your questions, go ahead and add it again, and I'll get to it. Thanks, Bradicka. I appreciate that. I'm trying to explain it as much as I can and make sure I get to everybody's questions at the same time. Hey, Chrissy from Canada. What does the DM reach out with a text? Then when I respond, he ignores my response. Ha. Yeah, that's normal. I did a video on that actually. It's called my video. You need to watch the video why your DM ghost blocks and runs. But long story short is, they really want to see you, but the thing is that your connection causes a lot of pain, and it causes to open wounds that are deep inside of them that they haven't dealt with. And they when they're not awakened and they don't know what's causing that, they think that you're the cause of their pain. So they'll run away, block you, ghost you, and then once they feel safe, they don't feel the pain anymore, and they feel comfortable, they'll unblock you, and they might text you or whatever, and then they might not respond. I mean, it just depends on if they're triggered or not. It's kind of like the aspect of, a kid that jumps in a tub of water that's too hot. And, once they jump in and get scalded, anytime after that, it doesn't matter, if they think they know the water's not too hot, they're going to stick their pinky toe in there to see if it's too hot or not, because they don't want to get burned again. And all it takes is one time, and then after that, they're going to be sitting there checking to make sure they ain't going to get burned. So hopefully that answers your question. Thanks, Jordan. Okay. Yeah, I answered that question. Thank y'all. Salma says, what's your advice for the DM, especially a Virgo, to move from the head overthinking to heart space? Well, DMs in general, I'm going to say males. I mean, I know when we're talking about DMs, we're talking about energy, but I'm going to tell you, so the males are very analytical and mission oriented. So, you know, they're not as in touch with their emotions as divine feminines or females. So a lot of times what I think has to happen, at least for me, was I had to, once I went through my dark night of the soul and went through my awakening, then I was actually forced to transform into a person that listens to my intuition and not my ego as much, and rely on prayer and trusting in the divine. And once you get to the point where you know you're not listening to your ego, because your ego likes to push you in the direction of using your analytical processes that you're so used to using. Once you get there to that point, then that's whenever you start changing, and then you know it's a gradual process. It doesn't, you don't go immediately from being analytical to trusting in your intuition and the divine. It's a gradual process. Thanks, darling DJ. I appreciate you supporting my channel. I really do. Thanks, Eva. I appreciate the kind words. Yeah, I said, oh, you're talking to Christy. Oh, only reason I noticed yours is because you got all those clown symbols. You got a circus in your backyard? Man, you better start feeding them some Pop-Tarts. Megan says, what advice do you have for cooking during Dark Night of the Soul? Are you serious? I don't really know what you're talking about. Cooking during Dark Night of the Soul. Megan, will you re-ask that question? Because are you clowning me? Ask that question a different way, because I don't think I actually understand your question. Oh, coping. Hold on a minute. Let me go back up and reread it. All right, cool. Now that I understand, I thought you were clowning me for a minute. I'm like, what advice do you have for coping during the Dark Night of the Soul? Well, I would say this. One of the things that I didn't learn until almost I was almost broken in half was releasing to the divine, and basically submitting to the divine, because the divine was trying to tell me what exactly I was supposed to do, and I was resisting, and I was in my ego, and I was doing basically what I felt on a 3D level, analytically and in my ego, of which direction I needed to go. But the divine was like, no, dummy, we want you to do this. I mean, I'm sure it didn't say dummy, but it probably smacked me inside the head or something like that. But basically, it was smacking me upside the head saying, hey boy, you need to get with it, or you're gonna be like broken in half. So once I submitted to the divine and released, all control, and stopped trying to control the situation, then things started getting a lot easier. Because then it was like, all right, you're starting to get it now, and then I was able to start moving down the path that it was directing me on. But I would say releasing and releasing control and submitting to the divine are the two things that help the best during dark night of the soul. I'm glad you clarified the difference between coping and cooking. Okay, Shiny says, do we have to go through 3 dark nights of the soul, and how many time will it take to finish them minimum? You know, everybody's different. There's no number for the amount of awakenings or amount of dark nights of the souls that you have to go through. You know, it just depends on you. You know, are you the type of person that's hard-headed and has to go through remedial courses? If so, then you're going to go through probably more dark nights of the souls than other people. You know, awakenings are a little bit different because awakenings actually open your eyes, avenues to things that you are already open. You're already open to. So, like for me, I had 3 awakenings. First awakening was when I got a divorce. Usually, it's when something tragic happens in your life. But when I got a divorce, I had an awakening then. Whenever my parents passed away, I had another awakening. And then whenever my twin, and I started separation with my twin, I had another awakening. And each time I learned some big lessons during that time frame. And some of those times I didn't learn them immediately. It was later on. Especially I remember whenever my parents passed away, you know, one of my things was well, I actually trusted in the divine. I knew that it happened for a reason, but I didn't know what the reason was. And it wasn't until later on in life that probably about a year down the road, maybe a little less or maybe a little more, I don't know. But basically, one of the things that I learned immediately was how precious life was, and how, you know, each person has a timer with individual grains of sand above their head. And, you know, it doesn't matter, you know, it doesn't matter. You can't see that time, that timer, but once that last grain of sand goes through that timer, you're done. Nobody's bringing you back to life. That's why you have to live every day like it's your last. There you go, Andrea, eating a Pop-Tart. What kind of Pop-Tarts are you eating? You're welcome, Shiny. BR says, I unfriended my DM on Facebook because I felt disrespected for him ghosting me, and now I feel bad. What are your thoughts on that? Well, first of all, as everybody knows, I'm not a fan of social media, and especially Facebook. Facebook and social media, to me, all that is perception deception, and it's fake. And so I really don't care. Honestly, I care less about social media, but and I really don't care about being unfriended either. So, but I think that you definitely should do what you feel that you need to do in order to improve yourself. So if you feel like that's what you need to do to focus on yourself and remove the focus from your DM, then that's what you should do. I mean, I definitely wouldn't do it to play games. And it sort of seems like that's what you're doing, even though that, you know, I see that you felt disrespected. But for me, I would have just left it alone. I honestly probably wouldn't even got on Facebook or Fakebook, and then I just would have focused all my energy on myself and removed my focus away from them, because, you know, I'm not going to give clowns the time of the day, because ain't nobody putting a circus in my backyard. make sure I didn't miss anybody else's. Oh, I think I missed some people's. Hold on a minute. Let's see, what's the stupid thing? Yara says, do all masculines who are awakened know that they are a part of the twin flame dynamic when they're awakened? Depends. I mean, I didn't realize that until I was on my third awakening. So, I mean, everybody's different. Everybody's story is different. So, you know, maybe some might take one awakening to understand. I took 3. So, but I mean, on that third awakening, there was, I had a ton of questions, but basically it was slapping me in the face. It was like, you know, I had twin flame stuff popping up on my YouTube. I never searched for twin flame stuff or soulmates. Actually, I thought they were the same. I didn't know the difference. And so, you know, I had that happening. I had spiritual experiences happening. You know, I was pushed towards a spiritual advisor. You know, that's how I finally wrapped my mind around it and understood, hey, what you're seeing is actually true. So, Christy says, are twins normally opposite? Yeah, yin and yang. Mine is younger and white and completely not my type. I don't know how we even came together. Well, it doesn't matter what they look like because your soul has no race. Your soul has no age. Your souls know each other's souls. So it doesn't matter. And usually, yeah, your twin is usually, they say your twin is usually not even your type. So, but the thing about it is you know it's your twin because when you look them in the eyes and you see their soul, you're gonna feel that electric feeling like you were shocked, and it's gonna jolt you. So, yeah, that's normal. I think I got everybody's questions. Stupid thing keeps jumping around. Thanks, Megan. I appreciate it. You know, I'm doing this date night for you guys. Are you queens? Mostly queens. I'm sure I have maybe a couple kings in here. I'm not sure. So, let me make sure I got everybody. Yep, Christy said she's seen her twin's name everywhere. Yep, that's a sign, man. It's slapping you. There ain't no quinky dinks. Radka asked, "How do you receive downloads, Matt?" So basically, I receive them through energy. So energy equals words with me. So that's why whenever I listen to music, I'm able to use my clear audience ability, and it basically translates the energy into words. And I don't actually hear like the words in my ears. It's more like my soul is like translating it down. So basically, I see my messages here, and I do front and back. And so only thing I do is I just start writing. Like it just comes to me like what I'm supposed to be, like the message that I'm supposed to be receiving, and then I just begin writing, and I just keep going. And sometimes I have to write really fast, and that's why I say it's my chicken scratch, because sometimes I can't even read the writing that I'm writing. Yeah, Yara says, so you had no choice but to address it. It's interesting, similar to my story. Yep. Usually that's how it happens. Divine slaps you right in the face. Shiny says, will it be good to work in the same space as my DF during separation? He is married to a karmic. Is angels are guiding me to work in the same building? I have doubts though, Matt. Well, what do you think is best for you, Shiny? I mean, for me, if I'm in separation, I'd rather just be in separation. I'd rather not even see my twin because, I think that would be a lot harder for me. And I think that it was better for me to be able to focus on myself and, the things that I needed to do within me, not seeing her. So I would say for me, it would be easier not being around my twin than being around my twin. But that's just me. You have to know what is in your best interest and listen to your intuition. And, go with your intuition because your intuition is the facts. Hold on, what does it say? Hold on a minute. What the heck? I hate this thing. It says blocking a DM won't do it. Don't come back some other way. I blocked mine and he friended me from another account years later. He didn't even know he was blocked. Yeah, they are kind of like boomerangs. They always seem to come back, huh? Yeah, Megan does manifest them. Yeah, you're an empress. That's cool. Good night, Blue Butterfly. I appreciate you supporting my channel and coming in. Thanks, Radhika. I appreciate that. Anna says they just popping in her head. Strong intuition. That's cool. Even before my awakening. That's really cool. Hey, Kelly. Nice to meet you. How are you doing? Megan says she manifests dumbass. Well, Megan, like attracts like, right? I mean, not saying that you're a dummy or anything, but your energy must attracted them. Yeah, I'm okay, Yar. Why you ask that? Of course I'm okay. All right. Debbie says she's in perfect harmony with a mutt twin. Well, when you talk about them, you're actually talking about yourself because they are your twin, right? Thanks, Kelly. I think it's really cool too, and I always thank the divine for and appreciate the ability that they gave me. Just as much as I appreciate, you guys being in my channel and supporting me, I appreciate it more than than I can express in words. Jennifer had a question. Let's see. Jennifer says, I'm settled to the fact we won't be together. Do you really believe that we have to go through another lifetime to get it right? Um, yeah, you're always welcome to be come to my date nights. You know, that's what I'm doing it for. We have a great time. Uh, yeah, I mean, you know, sometimes depending on your story and what you agreed to before you came to this lovely mother Gaia. Uh, yeah, sometimes occasionally twins are not supposed to come into union, and it happens. Happens at another period of time, whether it's this lifetime or another. So, but I think the main thing is you need to concentrate on is yourself. Don't worry about whether you need to come together or not. Once you work on yourself and you get yourself to that, you know, you stepped in your power and you get to that 89 percentile, you're gonna attract some high quality soulmates in your life, and your intuition will tell you what's right and what you need to do. So just maintain trust and faith, and keep praying and working on yourself. Uh, I'm sorry if I missed your questions because this thing loves to jump around. It's like testing me. Um, you did you Radica? Are you trying to? You're knighting me. I guess you're knighting me, Emperor. I really appreciate your kind words and your nice comment. Transparency and vulnerability is a strength. Just remember that. Yeah, I know, Christy. It is rare, but it'll happen. As far as getting DM perspective and being around, and you know they'll wake up eventually. The only thing is I just went through a lot of compounded processes that got me to the point where I am now. Thanks, Stella. I appreciate it. You know, you're probably you probably do a lot better in yours than I'm doing in mine. Chrissy's Chrissy, you yeah, getting a low battery. So as Chrissy says, I'm the inside of twin flame links. I'm glad you learned a lot from me, and I really appreciate your support. And that really is the honest truth. Darling, you said I think she is Emperor Matt. You call me a she? Yara says I'm an emperor. I appreciate that. Radica is so British. So fancy. Oh, you guys are funny. This is that's why I enjoy doing the date nights, is because it makes me laugh. Y'all's comments. Hi, Wendy. Welcome to date night with King Trident. I appreciate you coming into the chat and supporting the channel. Um, um, Yara says, I feel sorry for my twin, especially since he keeps seeking karmics. He's obviously searching for happiness, but not finding it. Yeah, that's a lesson that they have to learn on their own. I mean, you know, sometimes, you know, they need to learn the definition of insanity. Keep trying the same solution and keep getting the same effect. Well, eventually you'll have to stop that, right? Shiny says, can we do some healing for twins in separation? He is into addictions and I want to help him. Will healing support? Yeah, of course. Yeah, you know, you can always send them love and support. And you can, like I said earlier, you can pray and ask for the assistance of Archangel Raphael and ask for them to help heal those addictions and provide love and support to them. So yeah, you can definitely do healing from a distance. It's kind of like, you know, how I'm able to heal at a distance through YouTube. I mean, you know, it's the same effect you have on your twin. Christy, I agree. Laughter is the best medicine. Laughter is the medicine for the soul. Healing for the soul. Yeah, I think Radica did night meet Emperor. Shiny, I do laugh a lot. I just take the messages that I give, they are a little bit serious, but actually I joke a lot. I think a lot of people in the chat know that I joke a lot. All right, I'm making sure I'm getting everybody's messages. Thanks, Jennifer. I try to keep my sense of humor. Debbie, Matt, do you have a message right now? Yeah, I have a message. You're a beautiful person. There you go. Hallelujah, as Medea would say. Praise little 6-ounce baby Jesus. All right, there we go. Think I'm to all the questions. I don't think I missed anybody's questions. Anyway. Yep, I think I got everybody's questions. Yeah. You guys would be having date nights. You just have to come from an abundant mindset and be able to accept what's coming into your life. Maybe you're overlooking what's in your life. Maybe you don't see that soulmate that's in your life. But yeah, I appreciate you joining me on the date night. I appreciate the moderators too. So thanks, you know, and I'm gonna make a few more moderators as I go along, especially the ones. Basically, you're going to have to earn being a moderator. So the ones that show up here often and that I can trust is the ones that'll be my moderators, and that's why you see the ones in blue. Shine says, "Gosh, sun, what the heck? Stop jumping around." God's sun shining on. God's sun shining on me, sending you all the light. All right, good night, Shiny. Thanks for joining us, and much love and light to you. Matt, hey, welcome, Myra. It says you haven't seen your masculine for 2 years, never had a relationship with him. Now he's marrying in August. Yeah, I mean, those things happen. I mean, like I said before, some twins are not meant to come into union. So basically you need to remove your focus away from him and focus on yourself and becoming the best version of yourself, and think from an aspect of, well, I'm happy if he's with me, but I'm just as happy if he's not, and maintain an abundant mindset and accept what comes into your life. Because who knows, maybe you're supposed to be with a soulmate and not your twin. But only you know that. Your intuition is the truth and the facts. You're welcome, Christy. Thank you for making this a great date night. Carla, hey, welcome, Carla. What provide are you from? I'm not sure what you're asking. You want to re-ask that? I don't understand what province are you from? What do you mean what province? What do you mean what province? I'm in the United States. I'm from Mars. You know, women are from Venus, men are from Mars. I love you too, Wada. I love you even more if we had that Patron 1942. You're right, Stella. I am building an empire. I love Medea too. State. Oh, well, I'm originally from the Carolinas, but I currently live in Utah. What did Christy say? Oh, thanks, Christy. You're awesome too, and you also made this a great date night. Oh, thanks, Jennifer. I really appreciate the donation. Hey, put some Tridents in the chat for Jennifer. Tridents in the chat. This is y'all's chance to be able to use your Trident emoji. Thanks, Eva. I really appreciate that. Mara says, I'm married. He's much younger, different race. I've been diagnosed with cancer. Thank you, Matt. You're much. You know what, Mara? I'm going to say a special prayer for you tonight. And I'm going to send Archangel Raphael to you. And you stay strong and maintain your trust and faith in the divine. And you will get through this. Trust me. The divine loves you. That's right, darling DJ. Loving and peace. Lots of love and light. Carl says, so many interesting people live in Utah. What do you mean by interesting? I'm not from here, from the state, so. Thanks, Elenita. You're amazing too. And I'm sure that you're an awesome queen. Okay, I think I'm caught up now. Wow, y'all made this such an awesome date night, and gave me lots of questions and lots of love and support and light, and I really appreciate that, and lots of laughs. Gotta say that, huh? That's right. We're gonna send love and light tomorrow. You know, prayers are magical in the fact that the divine and the angels work wonders. But whenever you stepping into your power, those miracles are actually become the norm. A date we can count on. Oh my God, y'all are cracking me up. Oh, thank you, Radica. You're extremely sweet, and I appreciate that. I know quite a few spiritual leaders in Utah. Oh, that's cool. Um, she says it's the only dates you get. Well, you'll get more dates later on. You just gotta maintain faith and trust, and come from an abundant mindset. Make sure that you're paying attention to what's around you. So, thanks, Maya. I really appreciate that. And you know what? You're great too, and very special. So, don't ever ever, don't ever ever think that you're not. Um, you're welcome, Kelly. Thanks. It's best date ever. Actually, once you meet your twin and they in their king energy, that's gonna be your best date ever. Trust me. I appreciate that, Elenita. Hey, Christy also dates the fruits. Who? Are you talking about you date fruitcakes? Thank you, Stella, for your time and supporting my live event and being an awesome moderator and an awesome friend. All right, good night, y'all. I appreciate it. You have much love and light to you. I appreciate you stopping by and supporting my channel. I need to know about these fruitcakes. Somebody dating fruitcakes. No fruitcakes. I agree, no fruitcakes. What, you don't date any fruitcakes, or are you saying don't date fruitcakes? Good night, darling DJ. I appreciate your support. Thank you, Water. Good night, Radica. All right, I'm at 10% battery, so I think I'm gonna call it a night. But what I wanted to say is this. I really appreciate all your love and support, and I'm doing this because I want to provide, and it's my purpose to provide healing to the collective and assist you with any of your questions that pertain to a DM and help you along your journey. And just as much as I am assisting you along your journey, you're actually assisting me along my journey. And with me moving into from my king energy into an emperor energy, you guys are teaching me a lot of lessons and helping me along my path as much as I'm helping you along your path. And I appreciate that. So I think my thing just froze, and I'm gonna cut it off. So good, much love and light, and peace, love.